same model. Right, so if you see this, the arm is going up. So whenever I say it's lower down, that means in this model it's going to be up, okay? So you have to orient yourself. So let's start. So here you can see a cut muscle here. This is the muscle which is going into your chest. The chest is over here, and that's the pectoralis major. So this is the pectoralis major. This is cut here. So in over the shoulder, you have a muscle here, which is the cap muscle. What do you call it? Deltoid. This is the deltoid muscle. Okay, and then on this side here, you can see there are some muscles here. So this is the spine of the scapula, and this fossa here on the top is called the spinous fossa, and the muscle here is called supraspinatus. Below the spine is the infraspinous fossa, and the muscle is called infraspinatus. Okay. Over here, you have a muscle which is going in this direction. This is called the teres major, T-E-R-E-S, major, teres major. And just above, but it's actually below because it's upside down. That's why I told you to orient yourself. Below the teres major is a teres minor. So here you have supraspinatus, infraspinatus, teres minor, teres major, deltoid. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Any questions? So that completes your, no, that doesn't complete it, sorry. We have something more here on this side. We have some muscles here. So this muscle here is called subscapularis. It's one of the 6 muscles. It's one of the muscles, as I told you, the glenoid cavity here, which is a junction between, the connection between the scapula and the humerus. It's a shallow connection. It's a shallow joint. It's good because it's shallow, so you can move your shoulder well, but it's bad because the shoulder can get dislocated. That's why you have a lot of shoulder dislocations. Okay? So there's a lot of muscles around it which holds the joint in position. And those muscles are called the sits muscle, S-I-T-S. So you have the supraspinatus, infraspinatus, then you have the subscapularis. Did I complete everything?
Forgot the T.
Did I miss a T?
Mm-hmm.
T, I forgot. Okay. All right, it'll come. So that is the sits muscles. Okay. Then that completes this part of the shoulder. Now we're going into the arm. So the arm has got the this part, the brachium, antebrachium or the forearm, and the hand. Okay. So the brachium is this part. It's between your shoulder and your elbow. And if you look at the anterior compartment, okay, the anterior compartment is which compartment? Flexor compartment. It causes flexion. And this compartment here at the back, the posterior compartment is the extensor or the extensor compartment. Yeah. So that causes extension. So here you have the flexor compartment causing flexion. Which muscle is here that you see? Biceps, brachii. And then under the biceps, you have a muscle. This is called the brachialis. But if you look at which is the prime mover, it is actually the brachialis, not the biceps. The prime mover for flexion is the brachialis. And then when you go to the extensor compartment, you have a muscle with 3 heads, that's called the
Triceps.
Triceps. Triceps brachialis. Okay, so that's all the muscles in the brachium. Let's move to the antebrachium. So here you have a muscle which is called the brachioradialis. Okay, this is the brachioradialis. That's this muscle here, this big muscle here. This is the brachioradialis. Brachioradialis. And then you have a muscle. Now, which compartment are we in? Extensor.
Extension.
Right? It's extensor compartment. Here, we are here. My hand is. So this is the biceps, well, it's a brachioradialis. Next to the brachioradialis is a muscle which is going to run to the thumb side. Which bone is here? The radial bone. Okay, then this is a radius and this is the ulna. So this muscle is going to extend the radial aspect, so it's called extensor carpi radialis. Now, after that, so this is the extensor, so you have brachialis, extensor carpi radialis, that is this muscle here. And there are two muscles, one is the main muscle and one is the brevis. Brevis means an additional muscle. There are two muscles, same action. And then you have a muscle here which is the extensor, it goes into the digits. So we can call it extensor digitorum. Okay, so this is the extensor digitorum. Okay, so that's extensor digitorum. And over here you have a muscle, so these are the extensor digitorum. And over here you have a muscle which is going into the ulna, the pinky. Extensor carpi ulnaris. Okay, you're saying the names now. So that's how I would make it easy for you. So you understand by position the muscles. So you have the extensor carpi ulnaris. And then you are moving into the other compartment. You already entered into the flexor compartment. So this one is going into the pinky. So what do you call this one? Flexor carpi ulnaris. Okay? Is it all making sense? Right? Then over here you have a muscle which is going straight into the digits, the palm. This is called the palm aspect, and this is called the flexor palmaris longus. Okay, it is actually going into the palm of your hand. This is the palm. Goes like this, palmaris longus. Then we have a muscle which is going over here. Where is this going into? The thumb, right? What do we call it? Flexor carpi radialis. So those are the muscles of the upper limb. I won't ask you any questions on the muscles going to the thumb because that's too much. We don't need to go into too much details. All you need to know is what I taught you now.
Okay.
Okay? These will be the only questions you have in the exams.